So in the time that you've been in education, what changes have you seen in math instruction?
Oh my. You know, when I first started teaching, it was very much by the book, very, just very traditional. Every lesson was 2 pages. You went over the information on the left-hand side of the page, and then the right page was always the assignment, and you went over examples on how to solve the problems, and then the kids did it on their own individually, and then you circulated around to help them. And then the next day was a repeat of the day before. And then in early 1990s, I went to a math solutions conference with Marilyn Burns representatives, and we did a lot with inquiry-based math instruction. And that changed the way I taught, and I came back and I taught lots of workshops for teachers around the district, lots and lots of workshops, using hands-on materials, making sure that kids understood the math they were doing. Went to another conference a few years later, got to work with Marilyn Burns herself one afternoon where we were trying to devise a new problem for kids that she was working on, and it was very interesting. Came back and used those materials in my classroom almost exclusively. And then gradually, I think when the emphasis on testing started a little bit more, and we started hearing more about NCLB and they need to be able to do these standardized tests, I have to say that I kind of fell back on that traditional instruction, and I was more concerned that kids could solve just an exercise on their own in a testing situation. I wanted to make sure that they could solve a 3-digit addition problem. I wasn't relying on the fact that they should understand the math that they were doing. When I look back on it, I kind of regressed a little bit. And then when I started working with South Dakota Counts, I realized how very important that understanding is, and how even kids who can do a traditional algorithm very efficiently may very well not have any idea what they're doing. And that is really detrimental to their future math understanding. And so what I've come to understand is that we in the elementary schools need to be teaching not with a goal toward the end of the year, or even more short-term, the end of that week or the end of that unit. We need to be teaching for their future understanding of mathematics, which means that elementary teachers need to understand math far more deeply than they do usually, and we're working on trying to get that understanding across.